Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Chai with Gary. Crystal Palace nil, Manchester United nil. But before that, you might notice it's just me here today. That's because Chai's got a work commitment thing that he's got to go to. So he's kindly asked me to do this video alone, and for me to show my ugly face to all of you. So hope you can put up in my ugly face. Otherwise, just turn off the video. Keep the audio on though. So this game, what do I think of this game? Um, Overall, it was a very, very boring draw. I want to lie and say it was exciting, but I'll just be lying to you. It was absolutely boring. Nothing happened. We had one shot on target the entire game, which was it is funny. It is funny. So let's start off with the lineup, okay? Lineup was pretty much how I expected. Dean Anderson in goal instead of De Gea, which was a bit of a surprise. Apparently, De Gea's got his personal thing, which yeah, I don't know what the entire story is about. But yeah, Dean Anderson starts in goal. The back four, it was a refresher to see Bailly there playing alongside Maguire, which is great. And then in midfield, oh my God, we don't have Fred this time, but we've got Matic and Fred. Fratic, as you might want to call it. Fratic, in past experiences, as you probably know, just doesn't work because they're two similar kind of players, and we struggle. But we'll get into that a bit later. Up front was Bruno, and then we've got the trio of Cavani, Rashford, and Greenwood. It was good to see Cavani there. Uh, the first half, man, to be honest, when we started that game, we had so many passes from the back. I don't know, for whatever reason we insist on playing from the back, from goal kicks and things like that. We just don't have the players to play from the back, and I don't know why, but the manager insists on us playing from the back for whatever reason, and we're just making things very, very difficult for ourselves. We've considered two or three times with sloppy passes from the back, which is completely unnecessary. And then as the game went on, I think we got into the game somewhat. We started to play long balls all the time. And look, man, if you're playing long balls against a City or Liverpool who are going to push up really high, then that's fair enough because you've got options to kind of attack them with the space at the back. But with a team like Crystal Palace, come on, man, they're going to be sitting back. Every time you hit a long ball, it's going to one of their defenders. So we kept doing that for a good half an hour, didn't create anything. It was horrible to watch, to be very, very honest. And in terms of the midfield itself, oh my God, Fratic. We had no control in midfield. And worse over, we had no creativity in midfield. When Bruno plays with Pogba, you see a bit more happening up front. But this game, we were completely devoid of any ideas in midfield. I honestly thought Bruno was trying too hard. Maybe there were times when he was so far deep within our half that he well, if he's so deep in our half, he can't be up front, can he? So the positioning was completely off. There was no support up front. Cavani was so isolated up front. Uh, it was horrible to watch. And then we get into the half time. We expect things to pick up because Ole probably would have given a bollocking, or there should be a tactical shift to kind of increase the pace and try to keep the ball a bit more. What happens? We do the unthinkable and play worse in the second half. Oh my word. For the first 10, 15 minutes, it was all Crystal Palace. They were attacking us, they were controlling the game. And I thought, you know what, they were quite unlucky with a few of the shots that they had on goal. We were very, very, very lucky. And then when it comes to subs, oh my God, Ole, come on, man. I know Cavani wasn't playing his best game. Okay, I'm not saying he had a good game, but you're chasing the game. Why did you have to take Cavani off? Because if anything, you've got to. Cavani is the only one who's potentially going to get you a goal towards the end of the game because of his movement. And when as the game progresses, Crystal Palace's players will get more tired. So if you've got that option to put Cavani there, make some runs, create some havoc in defense, and maybe get a goal, towards the end of the game. But he decides to take off Cavani. The way I saw the game, Crystal Palace, yes, they had control over the game. Yes, they did try to create chances, but when you look at the shots that they had, man, Benteke, my God, what is that guy on, man? He could be probably couldn't even score if the goal was open. He had that one shot which Ayu crossed to him, and I don't know what he did, but he just lost his footing. And at that point, I was thinking, maybe we'll take off a defender and bring on an additional striker. But what does he do? He takes off Cavani. I was so pissed off when I saw that. And then there was also Rashford. I don't know what Rashford is doing. There are times when he'll dribble up to the box, do everything right, get to the last moment, and then he'll just scuff the ball or miscontrol the ball. He looks like he's tired. He needs a break. I don't know what it is with Ole, man. He just keeps playing players into the ground, and I'm just so tired. When I look at them, I feel so bad for them as well. I just wish that we utilize our squad a bit better. And then there's one point even that I saw when Rashford was squaring at Maguire. Um, that whole thing, man. When I look at that, I just feel like there's potentially a disharmony in the amongst the players. You can't have Rashford squaring at your captain, and it's just not cool, man. Captain's a position that's meant to be respected, and when the players around you don't respect the captain, then there's a big problem in the club for me, anyway. So overall, look, there's only one place to look at when it comes to why we are playing like this. Why aren't we creating chances? What's our style of play? What's our tactic? What's wrong with our substitutions? Why aren't we making substitutions? The only one person that you can look at for this is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And for me personally, when I look at Ole, it's clear to me that he wants to play it safe. As far as he's concerned, if he doesn't lose, then he's got a good chance of keeping his job. But what he's got to realize is that a win gets you 3 points, but a draw only gets you one. And games like this, when you're playing the likes of Crystal Palace, when you're playing the likes of Burnley, you've got to take a chance and put in your best players, put in more attackers, and try to get that breakthrough. You've got to try, man. A draw is not good enough. Ole just, for me, he just lacks the courage. Um, yeah, I don't look. I think something needs to change in the coaching staff or the management side of things, because as far as I'm concerned, I don't know how far else Ole can go. I think he's probably reached his ceiling. He's probably done the best he can, but to get to the next level, you need to be able to take more chances, take more risks, go into these kind of games, put on more attackers, and try to win the game. So anyway, that's it for this game. We've got a City game that's happening in a few days. That's going to be I think it's going to be another boring draw. Not looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to the end of the season, because at this rate, I just think top four is a bit of an ask. If you're going to, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Hit a like on that like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Put your comments in the video if you think, if you want to talk a bit more about what was we've just discussed. And yeah, hope to see you again in the next episode. Until the next episode, this is Chai with Gary.